Yo, what up, gang? You already know what time it is. It's your boy, man, Tony Pajamas, and we back with another episode of that catalog talk. Please excuse my voice. I'm dealing with some allergies. My allergies is whooping my ass right now. This pollen is going crazy this year, at least in Northern Virginia. So definitely bear with me. My voice sounds a little crazy or a little off or whatever. I'm just dealing with some shit right now. But I'm here, man. Your boy tapped in. We here for another video. Check out another little joint that I ain't never heard before. And today I wanted to switch up the pace. We've been focused heavy on Currency and Wiz and all them, you know what I'm saying, for the last couple of joints. But I wanted to take it up north back to the Griselda group. So this time we're going to be looking at one member of Griselda, Conway the Machine, on a collab joint with 38 Spesh called Speshal Machinery. It's a great project. You can see the album on the cover on the screen. It's a great album cover. I've heard so much about this joint. I heard the features go crazy. I heard it's a great joint. We about to find out. So, you know what I'm saying? This joint came out about 3 years ago now. So this joint came out before I learned about 38 Spesh. So now I'm kind of just in the process of going back and listening to all his old shit just because I'm a big fan of him as a rapper. And I came across this joint and I was already a fan of Conway. So I figured why not, you know what I'm saying, save this listen for the channel. So this is my first time listening to this joint. This is Speshal Machinery. It's a collab joint with Conway the Machine and 38 Spesh. I'm definitely excited to tap into this joint. I heard some very good things about this joint, and by the album cover alone, I'm super impressed because I ain't never seen the inside of no gun. So it looked like an AK. So like I said, I'm excited to tap into this joint, man. See what this joint really talking about. So like I said, short joint is only 10 tracks, 28-minute runtime. Is specifically not Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, and 38 Spesh. It does have two features on it. So Lloyd Banks, shout out GU, and Lloyd Banks is a feature, and also Benny the Butcher is a feature in this joint. So like I said, I heard great things about it. This was one of the ones that they said I needed to listen to as a 38 Spesh fan. So I'm here tapping in. We about to see what's up with this joint. And I had to correct myself earlier. I said there's only one member of Griselda. I know 38 Spesh isn't a member of Griselda or BSF or any of that. I know he be rocking with them. So somebody was so kind enough to comment on one of my TikTok videos and correct me on that matter. So I'm just shouting out the knowledge there and shit. So yeah, like I said, 38 Spesh, Conway the Machine, Speshal Machinery, 10 tracks, 28 minutes. Without any further ado, man, we can get straight into this joint, man. See what this joint really talking about. So first track is gonna be called Intro, minute and a half. So let's go ahead and see what this joint talking about.
Yeah. A lot of niggas had their shot, ain't take it. In the streets, moving too fast. They forgot their patience with the jail.
Okay, Conway.
For low money on that block they chasing. At federal trial, fighting like Javante Davis.
And now they hear the guards lock they cages. Ain't seen they kids in so long they forgot they ages. Y'all frustrated from observations, cause y'all hate on niggas, then watch they pages like a moody hog.
Let the double shots of Louis pour. Toast to my niggas, this who I do it for. Gun on my hip, I'm comfortable like my shoe is off. Don't make me do a nigga like the baby at the Louis store.
You gon' sue me for independence is a true reward. You a puppet, got strings in the back like a movie score.
We was slanging dope so we could stay afloat. I'm saving all my paper now, I'm playing broke. They mentioning my name, I'm who they say is GOAT. Machine and 38 Spesh, you gotta pay us both.
Hey, I fuck with this. Right off the bat, big fan of this intro. Okay. So there you have it. That was the intro, track one. Big fan of that joint. I really like the energy that came with that joint. I love the back and forth. They kind of give that, like, you know, we all reference that back and forth flow to that, you know, Styles P, Jadakiss type shit. I know they're not the only one that do it, but definitely fucking with the back and forth flow. I'm not really sure if they're going to go like that the whole album or if that was just the intro. So we're going to find out. But nah, big fan of that joint. I really like the production. I really like the echo and the beats and the verses. It kind of just makes it like seem more grand, like we in for a little treat with this joint. So I'm really excited to tap into this joint. First joint was produced by 38 Spesh and Jimmy Dukes. It looks like the whole project was produced by them too. Shout out 38 Spesh. I did not know that nigga make beats, so I learned something new already. But that was it. Track 1, great joint. Big fan of that. We can go ahead and get straight into the next track. Track 2 is going to be, what we got next? Latex Gloves featuring Lloyd Banks. So like I said, shout out G-Unit. Lloyd Banks been doing this thing for over 20 years now. I've been liking a lot of his more recent features that he's been on. So let's go ahead and tap into this joint and see what we talking about. Ugh, like this beat. Hey, big fan of this beat. It got like that boom bap vibe, but it's more like upbeat type shit.
Rock the chinchilla to the ankle bone. I'm that nigga now, I'm just gonna make it known. My dog caught a body busting Draco Chrome. They gave him life behind the prison gates, he can't go home. I get the Jaeger gone, break a whole one down and make his own. Cause in these streets, I'm a motherfucking staple on. He say he the king, well Machine come to take his throne. Take over the game like I'm Jordan when he played Malone. Spray the Mac 10s out of black pens. He dropped his card, he's running from it, got a cracked lens.
Damn, not the Cardis.
Walk to granny house, she got a packed fridge. Latex gloves on when we load case.
All right, before the next verse, great verse. I love Conway's flow. Like, his flow be so like vivid as far as what he's talking about, but he always like simplified to where you know what I'm saying, you don't really need the lyrics to follow along with what he's saying. So big fan of that verse. Is definitely vivid, definitely paints a nice little picture, and it definitely gives that kind of vintage Griselda type flow to it. So big fan of that joint. But let's go ahead and keep it rocking.
You should know what time we on. Expectations entirely wrong. Kick the
Okay,
hole
Lloyd
in the game
Banks.
before multiple views by time he
Came
gone.
through talking that
Gotta
shit.
be strong when you're popping the paparazzi form. Sliders singing in your local precinct like a Mario. Came a ways to get here naked to a Brocky arm. Careful, had to stash the rocket by the Aki John.
Not the Aki John.
Versace bond. You would think I'm repeating shit. Got several copies for him. Always be forks in the road. It's Maserati's form. Your rap careers ain't working out. A bunch of sloppy songs. Quiet storms and beautiful murders for oxymoron. We in the town as vehicles hounded in lobby swarms. They won't play, that's why we on. Every day your body's drawn. Duck the criminal. The one your baby mom eyes be on.
I had the Moody's black.
Okay. Before 38 go, great verse. Like I said, Lloyd Banks been doing his thing. Like, he was probably, I mean, obviously 50 was number 1 in G-Unit, but Lloyd Banks, I always fuck with him even back in the day. I really was a big fan of his flow. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I'm a big fan of that. And he came through talking that same shit he been talking on a lot of these more recent features he been on. So I'm definitely locked in on that. I appreciate that verse. Lloyd Banks definitely did his thing. But I ain't mean they cut off 38. Let's go ahead and finish this joint out.
Blocks. Meet me at the beauty shop, the one that's owned by my cutie wop that got the booty shots. I ain't packing the Tootie Glock, absolutely not. Stash box, case I get stopped by traffic duty cops. My last interaction, they was asking who we shot. Gave them no reaction, so they acted truly shocked. This ain't a movie I stack fruity rocks. It's diamonds and
Stack
emeralds and
fruity
rubies
rocks.
in my jewelry box. The cars that we got show y'all all who we not. 1500 at the ball and Louis shots. Walking around your bitch crib in my drawers and Louis socks. Got me confused, dog. I thought who be stopped. All hoes is birds. I'm with a bougie flock. I never let these groupie thoughts do me like Rudy Pops, nigga.
Hey. Okay. Big fan of that verse. Big fan of that verse. See, 38, he known for his like his punchlines and like super like low-key, almost comical verses and shit. But nah, he came through and did his thing on that joint. Definitely on par with the other two rappers. And you know what I'm saying? Just did his thing, man. Shout out 38. He definitely came through on that joint. But that was it. That was Latex Gloves. That was track 2. Big fan of that. Everybody did their thing. I'm not even going to sit here and compare as to who was better and who was worse because I was a big fan of all 3 verses on that joint. I mean, obviously, we only 2 songs in, but that's my favorite so far. Like, just the beat, the verses, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even need no hook on that motherfucker. And I'm still mesmerized by this album cover. That shit just looks so cool to me. But that was it. That was track 2, Latex Gloves. We can go ahead and get into the next genre. Track 3 is going to be titled Last Week. So without any further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh man, I love these beats. Hey.
Look, you a real nigga in my book if you loyal. Big homie, you ain't gotta lift a finger, niggas put it in for you. Made block, had my foot in the soil. Send some young niggas through your hood, drilling like they looking for oil. Put the coca in the pot and I'ma cook up the oils. Got some water in the pot that I'ma put to a boil. Getting money in the hood, the feds look to destroy you. Machine, they know you a killer, they look to avoid you. I'm out my way, nigga. Yola bricks, Coca-Cola Kith. I've been on the strips since Motorola flips. And I ain't even wrote this shit. I'm the GOAT, you bitch. Rappers on my level, they don't exist. Stick in the chopper shaped like a goalie stick. I've been on my shit since the back of my head and throat was hit. But ever since, I got only rich, them niggas both
last week I was gone 3 days flat. To get the bricks.
Alright, before 38 finished, great verse. Conway coming through and did his thing. Great beat. I'm fucking with the energy, fucking with the pacing of this joint. I ain't mean to chop the verse up. Let's go ahead and slide it back a little bit.
I was gone 3 days.
I got only rich, them niggas both
last week I was gone 3 days flat. Flew to get the bricks, put them on the freeway back. You get your first little pack and spend G's at Saks. I'm rich, but still get shit from TJ Maxx.
Hey, shout out TJ Maxx though.
We pay tax, used to get to work and treat it like a relay match. You're freeing up, we're under a dub, them teenage stacks. Your team got 11 G's like the Green Bay Packs. Got an official degree, but got numerous pharmaceuticals. Could get you a key, no security in the club, just my pistol and me. Even though these bullets expensive, I'ma hit you for free. Got these long missiles with me that'll rip through your V. Hit you with 3, let's see who love you unconditionally. Spesh.
Hey. Another great joint. I was just gonna say, like, first of all, Conway did his thing all the way through. He's a great rapper. Like, there's no disputing that. He's an excellent rapper. Subject matter, flow, verse, everything be on point. Now, when 38 got the rapping, I was definitely gonna say, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really here for the flow. I'm here for the punchlines and the overall subject matter. But then that flow picked up on them last like 4 or 5 bars and shit. So overall, great joint. 38 definitely did his thing. And I'm coming into this as a long-standing Conway fan, but I've only been a fan of like 38 Spesh for like a year. So I'm still kind of learning, you know what I'm saying, his catalog and his different style and how he like to experiment, because everybody want to experiment in their projects and shit. So nah, big fan of that though. 38 definitely did his thing. Conway definitely did his thing. I'm still trying to decide like who I think, like so far, just 3 songs in, I'm starting to lean towards like Conway stepped into the forefront on this joint as far as he kind of like took the lead and kind of made this project his own. But 38 holding his own, like that nigga in this joint spitting. So I'm a big fan of that joint. I'm still gonna rock with not Goodfellas, Latex Gloves as my favorite joint so far. But that was it. That was track 3 last week. Next we can get into track 4. Been Through. This is the other feature I forgot to mention, El Camino. Shout out El Camino. He's another one of them BSF Griselda artists. Definitely big on his like melody. He be singing and shit on this joint. He's been on some rap shit. So big fan of El Camino. I like his music a lot. So we can go ahead and get into the next joint. Track 4, Been Through, featuring El Camino. Let's go.
Drop, we going fishing, nigga. You reach a certain level, don't wanna deal with niggas. Load up the gas, let's go and kill them niggas. Let's take over they block, we in the building, nigga. Fuck all that petty change, let's get these millions, nigga. 10 toes on my block, where I'm from, I'm the illest, nigga. Moms was out smoking, I was home alone, they have a phone. Now I'm rich, rockin' Como, they got songs. Enable, I put together poems. I didn't read the Bible, but I wrote the Psalms. I didn't rock the J's, but I had the phones.
Hey,
I ain't had nothing
big phones.
but a heart of gold. It was kinda tough before we cracked the code. We ain't had no jobs cause it was crack we sold. Told on his own man, that nigga bold. This is dirty, chopping.
Hey, El Camino spitting, ain't he?
We still living in hell cause we ain't sold our soul. Cook up on a hot plate cause we ain't have a stove. That nigga had an issue so we wiped his nose. They don't know what I've been through.
Great hook.
This gangsta shit I'm into.
I knew that nigga was gonna be singing on this joint.
Riding in the Benzo. Two cats hanging out the window. They don't know what I've been through.
Oh man, I love the melody on this joint.
4D riding in the Benzo. Two cats hanging out the window.
All right, before the next verse, El Camino, great verse. Like, big fan of that joint. That nigga was talking that shit. Now, when he said I didn't rock the J's, but I had the foams, like, I don't know if he was talking about actual foams or if that's some type of I sell drugs metaphor and shit. But if he's talking about foams, man, shout out to foams. I know that's big in the DMV. I love the foams. I actually just bought a pair last week. I bought the Pines. So, yeah, if that is a shoe bar, shout out to the foams, man. Big fan of that. But nah, El Camino definitely did his thing. Big fan of that. And like I said, he real sing-songy, he real melody type shit. So I really fuck with that hook. Like, that hook goes so crazy. It's still like, you know what I'm saying, for the streets type shit, but it's definitely like real soulful and melodic. So I can get down with that. But let's go ahead and finish the song out.
Look, so far it's been a solid year. I told my niggas, let's keep doing shit that got us here.
Yeah, got to.
The big solitaires. 20 bands for one earring, and I got the pair. Neck looking like I sell a lot of squares. These other niggas' jewelry kit cannot compare. They say machine, since you got in shit, has not been fair. Said I'ma run this shit until I'm in my rocking chair. I'm from Buffalo, New York, ain't had too many options there. Trap house kitchens, just a couple dirty pots in there. Niggas get out of pocket, then you shot the feds. And if you lose, you come back later and the block get air.
Damn, don't shoot up the block up.
Out that back seat window, my Mac 11 sprayed. Cause I'm making the kind of money they ain't never made.
They don't know what I've been.
Great verse. Conway did his thing. I definitely like the energy. Definitely high energy on this joint. Definitely went with the overall subject matter and the beat. Conway always gonna do his thing on these joints. And when that nigga said, niggas get out of pocket, then you shoot the feds, and if you lose, you come back later and the block get aired, it's crazy. Like, nigga, if you lose a fight, I get it. It's on the internet now. But you don't gotta kill 50 niggas because one nigga whipped your ass. Like, but that's just my opinion in my sheltered home where I'm protected and shit. So maybe I'm just on a different type of time. But nah, that's wild as shit. But nah, that was it. Great verse. Back to the hook.
All this gangsta shit I'm into. 4D riding in the Benzo. Two cats hanging out the window.
Oh man, I love this hook. This shit about to be all types of stuck in my head.
4D riding in the Benzo. Two cats hanging out the window.
Oh man. Okay, first of all, I love that fucking song. No 38 on that joint. Kind of a disappointment, but Conway, that nigga did his thing. And that hook and El Camino got the verse on this joint. Great song. I don't know if I'm putting that above Latex Gloves, but it's definitely duking it out for that #1 spot because that joint went crazy. I'm a big fan of that. Huge fan of when niggas can put a melody together on a nice song and a nice beat and still keep it like, you know what I'm saying, keep it classic, keep it G type shit. But that was it. Big fan of that. That was it. That was Been Through featuring El Camino. I kind of talked all the way through, so I don't even really got to give my thoughts on it. Great song. Love that joint. Definitely fighting for that #1 spot. And next, we're going to get into the next track, track 5, which is going to be Speshal Machinery. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, the sample.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's my type shit, man. Let's go.
Oh, I love this beat.
Hey, y'all. Niggas change when the lead drawn. I'm the plug you run off on and end up with your legs gone. Patience short and bread long. I've been through a lot of shit in this game, but it made me headstrong. Mink blanket keep the bed warm. Where I get it from, I got it made like the Special Ed song. I'm the nigga that the feds on. Might see
Not the
me
Special
with a
Ed
fluffy
song.
French bulldog that's red phone. I be dead calm. If something said wrong, I transform to a lead stone. Hope you read Psalms. Your future I understand, cause getting blood on our hands, how we read palms. Say a prayer for my dead moms and my brother. Until we back together, I'ma bear arms.
Great verse.
My wrist circling. Talking O's and blocks like Lil Durk and them.
Talking O's.
The nigga a rat.
This nigga said, fork in the pot, my wrist circling, talking O's and blocks like Lil Durk and them. Hey, yo, that's a great line.
Or if he pussy, I can't work with him. Yeah. We FOIs getting ROIs. My first year in the game, I was the ROI. They ain't got no drip, they gon' borrow mines. It boggle minds how I'm fucking models like the Jack Harlow guy. Wow.
Not Jack Harlow.
I just get the head and fuck her. We get bread and duffel, so the feds wanna arrest and cuff us. Niggas ain't gon' never touch us. They know I'm always trying to brush into a fade. I'm Chicago on poetic justice. How many pointers in the chain? A half carat each. Was in the field and my shoulder pads wearing cleats. Tosha glass, where the cleat. Broken man, he airing streets. And on site, mean we on your ass anywhere we meet. Been better. Cashmere sweater, trench rocker when it's 10 weather. Fuck a debit card, give me mine in cash and spend better. Leg broken, I still ain't going out on a limb, never. Money stretched like Wimbiana, nigga, I been pressured. In Portofino, sipping vino like it's lemonade. They on Instagram with your chain if you mention my name. We sold weight for real, now we having label deals. Shooter bipolar, I'm trying to get him to take his pills. I be on Maple still, I need a place way in the hills. Comparing me to whoever, I'm like, is they for real? I do the beats is equivalent to a Draco kill. Not only putting chinks in your armor, we about to break your shield. Punching like Bud Crawford until I break your will. The pain is real.
Oh my God.
Machine, nigga.
God damn, that nigga went crazy. That nigga spazzed on that jump. Great verse. So much to unpack. All the way from the Lil Durk line to the FOIs getting ROIs to the I'm Wimbenyama nigga, I been pressure. Like, this whole verse is just crazy. Punching like Bud Crawford till I break your will. The pain is real. God damn. I feel like Conway has some shit to say on that joint. First of all right, let's break it down. Great verse. That sample went crazy. I'm a big fan of the drums that they partied or that they paired with that sample. I definitely want to find out what vocal that is. That gotta be a sample. But nah, overall, great production. 38's verse was kind of short in comparison to Conway, but he definitely held his weight as far as what he was saying. Definitely on some quality over quantity type shit. And then, like I was saying, Conway just came through and just got the spazzing on this joint. Like, every single line he said just fucking set flame to the fire. Like, that nigga was going crazy on this joint. So overall, big fan. Conway definitely held his own. He definitely made this song his own. Long ass verse, but definitely worth the time and to listen to it. So big fan of this joint. This is definitely probably gonna have to go in my top 3. What was this joint called again? Speshal Machinery. So nah, big fan of that joint. Definitely like that joint. But that was it. That was track, what was that? Track 5. Now we can go ahead and get into track 6. We made it past the halfway point. Track 6 is gonna be Fireplace. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, to be the most sincerest, I be embarrassed. If I was one of those kids wearing gold chains that's 10 karat. Before the move get made, I gotta give clearance. And the plug love me more than his parents.
Nah, his parents, goddamn.
I'm allergic to swine. I break out in hives if the pair's nearest. My brother died, but he here in spirit. Cause he left 30 bricks for me to inherit. My gun
come up.
Pretty like Maya face.
Ooh, shout out Maya.
Take fiends to a higher place. No, we
Maya fine ass.
See his eyes dilate. My trap ain't got no chimney, but it's a fireplace. I was 15 upstate and barbed wire gates. Now I'm 38 with a crib that sit by a lake. 4 a.m. and my shooters is wide awake. That mean you gonna die early if you violate. Chopping coke on China plates. That was 18 years
38
ago.
spitting on this joint.
Minor weight. They try and get me on wire tape. Rats told back home and then they moved to them Carolina states. Me, I always stayed low, cause the streets is dead. I disappear once a year like Easter eggs. Trust.
Oh my God. Ooh. I'm gonna let the beat ride out in the background. Another great joint. So a couple songs ago, we got El Camino and Conway by themselves. This joint we got all 38, and boy did that nigga spit this whole joint all the way through. Definitely a big fan of that joint. Them lines definitely went crazy. I'm trying to think if I can pick one out just off the top of my head. My gun old and pretty like Maya face. First of all, shout out Maya, her pretty ass. Like I know she from out here, so definitely shout out her. But you know what I'm saying? Just everything he said was just like definitely A1. Like big fan of this joint. And I remember he started off his verse. He said, to be the most sincerest, I'd be embarrassed if I was one of them kids wearing gold chains that's 10 carats. Before the move get made, I gotta give clearance. Like that's in my opinion, I took that as niggas, you know what I'm saying, claiming the victory or claiming the prize of something that they didn't earn. You know what I'm saying? And that's not something that is going to end well karma wise. So that one definitely kind of resonated with me a little bit. But big fan of that joint. That was Fireplace. That was all 38. No feature, no collab, just all 38 special. Big fan of that joint. All right, and that was it. That was track 6. Now we can get into track 7. Now track 7 I have been looking forward to because Benny is on this joint. I'm a big fan of Benny. He was kind of my introduction to this whole group, this whole collective. So I'm definitely excited to see what they do all together, all three of them. So we can go ahead and get into the next track, track 7, Goodfellas. Let's go. Hey. Ooh. That bass line going crazy.
Upstate and wild niggas, man.
I love this bass line.
Niggas had to like stand in 3 feet of snow and figure shit out.
I have a feeling I'm gonna like this joint. 3 feet of snow is crazy, by the way. God damn.
Hey, y'all, I had to work shit back from the 213. No losses. I had a 22-month streak. When I took my first L, I ain't lose much sleep. Disappeared and came back like 2 front teeth. Now, who want see the switch on my big weapon? When I ask who want beef, it's a trick question. I squeeze, you gon' bleed from your midsection. It be a big blessing you survive these tools. Hood niggas, but kids go to IV schools. I hate a
I love this fucking bass line.
Shoes. Y'all put seeds in these chickens like Chinese food. I'm the guy she choose, but her tongue too loose. Don't trust her. She the type to run through groups. I'm a baller. Money come, but got none to shoot. And if a bitch want me, she gotta jump through hoops.
I love that. If a bitch want me, she gotta jump through hoops. Hey, big energy. I'm a big fan of that joint. That was it. The lyrics said that they was gonna be spitting together, so I was hoping it was on some back and forth shit, but that was it. Let's go ahead and get into Conway verse.
Level up and now they real salty. Tell them pussy niggas jump if they feel froggy.
Oh man, he came in great on this jump.
Real costly. They copying my moves. They trying to get a deal off me. But them niggas is not me, and that ain't real street. And that ain't stopping my money, I'ma still eat. Get you clipped in any city, I got real reach. But I ain't tripping, that's beyond me. That ain't real beef.
No, for real.
Niggas jewelry looking real cheap. Get your shit pimped on May Street. We know you real sweet. Time.
You rap niggas jewelry looking real cheap. Get your shit pimped on May Street. We know you real sweet. Damn, not the cheap jewelry.
Trying to get the extras. Now they see me riding in a Tesla, and that's from 2 shows. See, I'm kind of a finesser. Nope, the way I'm rhyming just apply a lot of pressure. I take my chains off, set my fire on the dresser, say a prayer that a nigga don't try me. I'm a stretcher.
Hey, great verse. Overall, like, that one was definitely, like, real punchy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He definitely got in and out on that joint. Obviously, he had to keep it short, but that nigga definitely made it worth our while for that joint. So, big fan of that verse. So, next up, we got Benny. Let's go ahead and get into it.
You really gotta know the difference from suckers and real steppers. The ones who handle that beef first like a meal prepper. My beats harder, my whip newer, my deal better. And my bank statement 6 pages long like a jail letter.
Dang.
Back in 2014, I had cheap prices. Facts, me and J-Rock taking bricks out the rap like Kraft cheese slices. So y'all cashing out, it don't seem like it. We don't believe it is cap. Beams on our hats of rappers, I green lighted. These long runs, we consider that blessings. I'm with a kitchen that's stretching. Mix oil and water like vinaigrette dressing. Kids in my city wanna know the truth. How I get from on a stoop to scrambled eggs from a golden goose. The truth is, I thought this moment through. Planted the seeds, start growing roots, and ended up with a folded roof. Soprano's own Joe Pesci, but I look better. Trey Spesh, Jimmy Conway, this a clip from Goodfellas.
Hey. Oh my God, great verse. Okay. Okay. I ain't mad at that. Great joint. That's definitely in my top 3. What we got? 10 songs total. So I'm gonna try to cap my top songs at 4. Great Joan, big fan of that. Like I said, I was excited to hear Benny the Butcher come through with 2 of my favorite members of Griselda outside of him. So all 3 of them on the same track, that might have pushed his way up to number 1 for real. Like that was a great song. Great verses, don't need a hook, great production. Niggas did their thing. Everybody kept it short, kept it simple, and got right to the point. Great song all the way through. So that was it. That was Goodfellas, Conway the Machine, 38 Spesh, and Benny the Butcher. So that's it. That was track 7. We got 3 more. We're gonna get into the next track, track 8, which is Unruly. So without any further ado, let me turn this volume back up real quick and we can get straight into it.
My rich nigga shit, nigga. Bum ass niggas.
Okay.
Look.
I like this beat.
The Maybach sitting on Forgiato. You know the motto, give anybody a 40.
Oh, I love this beat.
Pool party at the mansion, I got 40 models.
Oh man, I know this bass about to go crazy in this joint.
We was in them traps and shit was real in there. Cocaine residue all on the silverware. They gave Floyd 15, my niggas still in there. Only took me less than 2 years to become a millionaire. I done got richer than my adversaries.
Oh, I love this beat.
Clip up in this Mac I carry. Every beat you heard me spitting on, I had to bury. Only thing on my resume that's missing is a track with Mary. Listen, ain't no cap in my vocabulary. Say you got guns and you got bricks, but it's imaginary.
Oh man, I love Conway ad-libs.
Now where your heart go? I'ma make sure that you bleed awful, no joke.
I really like this beat though.
Need charcoal, seen narcos. I transport
extreme I love this beat.
And now I'm calling myself
the snares is going crazy.
Resourceful, formal. That's how we dress to seem normal. My chef prepared breakfast on green marble. Free Carlos. If this was The Wire, I'd be Marlo. The only gangster still alive and free to see tomorrow. Be cordial, just in case they try to record you. One time I smacked a rat on cam and got 3 lawsuits.
Rat boy, smack boy. Look at him. Didn't I say don't play with me? Look at him. Look at the rat. Look at him. Look at him, y'all.
It sound like that nigga.
Look at the rat, y'all. Look at
Somebody got this shit on camera. It's crazy.
This rat ass nigga. This how you handle a rat. This nigga, whoever.
Oh my god, this beat though. This shit low key overpowering the sketch. The sketch.
He's a man. He's really a lady.
Oh my god, I love this beat so much. Hey yo, who was it that made these beats? Jimmy Dukes and 38 Spesh. Them niggas did they big one with this joint. What's the name of this? Unruly? Oh, I really like this. I don't even want to talk over this motherfucker. I just want to let this bitch play through. Man. All right, and there you have it. That was track 8, Unruly. Great track. In my personal opinion, the star of that show was the beat. That motherfucking, I don't know if that was a saxophone or trumpet or whatever, mixed with them soft ass snares and that nice ass bass line. Oh man, that was a great song. The beat was my favorite part of that. But both verses, I have not had one verse disappoint on this whole project yet. This is definitely going into rotation as something that I could listen to on some daily basis type shit. So big fan of that. Shout out, who was it? Let me say it again. Jimmy Dukes and 38 Spesh for making that beat, because that was a great beat. But that was it. That was track 8. We down to the last 2. Next, we got track 9, Made Bosses. So, all right, let me just add this caveat. It's 3 features that I forgot to mention at the beginning. I guess the list that I saw was only the notable features. So this particular song is featuring E. Manny. So it's Made Bosses featuring E. Manny. It's track 9. So let's go ahead and get into this joint.
The wins and losses made bosses.
This nigga sound like BJ the Chicago Kid.
Some got locked up or saw coffins. Just thank God I found my way. You went up, so went down. Speak for those who ain't around.
I just wanted to make my mama smile. I'm living out my dream, I know my mama proud. Toya held me down when I ain't have $1 round. Now I got her jumping out of Benz, Balenciaga down. I like my Russian cream and take a shot of brown. I wish Machine Gun was still living.
Shout out Russian cream, that's my favorite.
My only regret is I was not around. But I took over the game and they can't stop us now. I treat it as a lesson when I take a loss. They gave low profile, his rap shit was just taking off. I got a phone call today from Sosa. He in the feds, been down 6. I hope he made the most of that time. He said he just been reading books and staying woke. He said he living through me. He said I gave him hope.
The wins and losses made bosses.
Great verse.
You went up, so went down. Speak for those who went around. I'm here for the ones who can't be. I share my love and their pain.
Hey, y'all, shout to my niggas that hoop. Ain't no pump faking. You get slumped if you're pretending to shoot. Don't worry about me sending the troops. Unload, this is a soloist. Bitch, I never been in a group. I'm living proof what niggas can do. How you can make business moves, not fit in the suit. Now tell me this, how many bricks could fit in this coupe? Now if I give one to you, you probably come back with an excuse. Y'all trying to buy every stone. I spent $2 million on properties that's not my primary home. Before rap
Real
was
shit.
already known. I carry chrome, 4-4 bulldog that bury bones. Put a few folks on their feet, but loyalty is really shown. Even though I'm very known, it's old pic shown that I don't really fuck with you niggas like Jerry Jones.
Hey, yo. He said, it's old pic showing that I don't really fuck with you niggas like Jerry Jones. Hey, bruh. Hey, real shit. Because niggas brushed that shit under the rug. My man was at a whole segregation rally. And niggas act like they ain't had nothing to do with that shit. That shit was wild. But nah, great Jones. Let me play it throughout while I talk about it. Big fan of that. I like the verses on that. And I think this is more so just like a personal opinion, but I'm not a huge fan of them like super like sing-songy beats. I mean, hooks. It's just something that don't really pique my particular interest. Like the other joint earlier with El Camino, the hook was definitely like sing-songy, but it had like a rap element to it. That joint when niggas really be in the joint trying to hit high notes and shit, like that just personally don't pique my interest. And I'm a big fan of R&B, so it's not even the R&B aspect of it. I'm not a big fan of it all the time, and that was one of them occasions. So shout out to E Manny. He definitely has talent. He did his thing. I'm just personally not a fan of that style of hook on hip hop songs, but the verses were amazing. The beat was great. I really like that verse. 38 did his thing. Conway did his thing. I like the way he came on in that joint. So overall, a great track nonetheless. So that was it. That was track 9, Made Bosses. So next we made it to the final track on the project. We're going to be looking at track 10. Track 10 is entitled We Outside. This is featuring Shay Noir and Pharaoh Monch. So I know Shay Noir, like I've been known her just from a lot of her features that she done with Benny and 38 on other projects. And I actually saw a post on Instagram and they talking about like, oh, this the female Griselda. And it was her and like 2 other people. And I didn't recognize the 2 other people, but I recognized her voice from her verse. So shout out Shay Noir, great rapper. I like all her stuff that she's been on. And Pharaoh Monch, never heard of her. So we're going to find out together. Shay Noir, great rapping style. She definitely reminds me of like similar to 38 where she's big on like her lines, like having like a punchline to it or just kind of like an overall like, you know what I'm saying, comical, not even comical, but she's big on references and metaphors. Let me say that. So that's what I know about her, but I'm a big fan of her as a rapper. So without any further ado, let's get into the next track, the final track, track 10, We Outside. Let's go. Let's go ahead and run that back because it's quiet as a motherfucker and I'm trying to crank that shit up. There we go.
Look, they praying on my downfall. They wish
oh my God.
I got hit with 3
this
shots.
Beat.
Shit didn't drop.
Ooh.
Neck and the wrists is rocky. I got
love this beat. This production going crazy.
Lobster tail and shrimp with the broccoli. My church is Versace, all cheetah print so the bitches can spot. Shit that I jot, I should be listed as top. 30 clip in this Glock, I hit your bitch in the top. I got rich fast, they wanna know how I feel. Other rappers whose career been going downhill. Niggas who had a little buzz and even signed deals. They back broke in the jacks, drinking brown still. I pulled the 22 20 pins off the lot. Draco and 4 pound, the only friends that I got. You can look at my scars, see I've been through a lot. Before this rap shit, I had a fork spinning in the pot. I ain't had no workers then, I had to push it myself. Bought it hard till I learned how to cook it myself. In the mirror, I see a G when I look at myself. Nigga, yeah, every night my block action packed. I listened to the nigga rap, and that was cat. Pink strings and a cactus jack.
Hey, pink strings and a cactus jack. I ain't even mad at that.
Although they pray on my downfall, I stay working.
Okay, so Pharoah Monch is on the hook.
To prove them wrong.
Okay.
From the 716 all the way down to the south side.
Okay.
We outside.
Hey, I ain't mad at this hook. I like that.
Can't leave my prints, so I wore hand gloves. Took a penny from my thoughts, put in a poor man's cup. These words are riddling verses, was inspired by visions of fiends' veins. I thought it looked like scribbles and curses. My struggles never
Okay,
made
Shay
sense
Noir.
until I cashed a check.
I love her flow.
Couldn't get it till I mastered less. Was mad and stressed cause I rapped the best. Could slash a rapper's neck cause every bar's a bullet like my trigger finger had Tourette's. Being underrated shit ruined my patience. Guess I'm due for vacation. Setback kept losing the basics. I was due for embracing, but still I knew I would make it.
Ooh, she is killing this.
Don't fit the mold from them rules they created. Hunger
Ooh.
pains left me chewing a razor. Racing stewards and cages and ate the food in our faces. I'm motivating to the ones in the crew that I hang with. They got rap sheets long enough they can use as a blanket. When death used to freeze where I slept so where I could see every breath. Wear my heart on my sleeve till it start to eat at my flesh. Tried to spit that introspective shit, but niggas missed it. So I flipped it, a misfit that put whack rappers into a hit list. This
Oh
rap
my
shit
God,
was
she is
sadistic,
killing
it
this.
was cryptic, and just one bar could turn rappers to a statistic for real.
Although they pray on my downfall, I stay working just to prove them wrong. From the 716
Again, I ain't mad at this hook.
down to the south side.
Really like this hook.
We outside.
Hey. Oh yeah, I love this hook actually. Oh my God, great song. When I heard the singing, I wasn't expecting that. And I know I said what I said on the last joke, but that was more along my vibes. Like, definitely a great hook. Definitely a great hook. Conway did his thing. Let's go ahead and let this joint play out. Oh man, I love this beat so much. Not the ooh lord. But that was it. That was the jump. That was the whole track. That was the whole project. Speshal Machinery. Big fan of that joint. Definitely am gonna have to tap into that one. That last song, shout out Pharoah Monch. Big fan of that hook. That hook definitely went crazy. See, that's what I mean. Like, just because you a singer on a hip hop song, and I'm not even sure who be writing the hooks. Like, I don't know if a singer gets on a hip hop song and writes the hook, or the rapper writes it and just says, "Hey, sing this." But that was an example of a nigga that could really sing, but he didn't make the hook so super like sing songy, and I can get down with it. Conway did his thing, like I said, great sign off. I didn't know 38 wasn't on this Jones, so his sign off was on the last song. Again, great project, but I want to focus on Shay Noir. Like, bro, she killed that shit. Like, I heard her shit before, but I never actually sat down and like studied it. Like, I never like sat down and like read the lyrics as she was rapping. And bro, that woman can rap. Her flow is insane. Like, I'm a big fan of that. Like, if I were to read this without hearing no artist attached to it or hearing nobody rap it, like her flow, and you know, shoot me in the comments if this is a far-fetched ass take, but her flow is kind of similar to like DMX, like how they like, it's unorthodox. It's on beat. It definitely rides the percussion of the beat, but it's unorthodox. It's not like boom, boom, rhyme, boom, boom, rhyme. Like, she's really like in there in the trenches, like writing this joint out. So now I'm a big fan of her. I low key want to try one of her own solo projects to see what she really talking about. Because features is one thing, but you know, them solo joints let you know if you can really make a song or not. So that's how I became a fan of Takeoff over here. RIP Takeoff, because his solo joint went crazy. But nah, that was it. That was the final track. That was We Outside. So overall, that was the final joint. That was the overall project, Speshal Machinery. My thoughts on that, I'm a big fan of that. I love that project. I'm big on 38. I'm big on Conway. All the features came through and did their thing. Production was A1. This joint definitely getting added to the little list. I make a little playlist of all the songs that I listen to on this channel. Just the ones that make the cut at least. Only a few haven't made the cut, and honestly, I couldn't even think of which ones off the top of my head didn't. But nah, great joint. Big fan of that. I'm definitely gonna be running that back. But that was it, man. I want to know y'all thoughts, man. Leave y'all comments. I haven't met personally in my personal life in person met another 38 Spesh fan. I see them all over the internet. I engage with people all over the internet that listen to his music, but I don't know anybody personally that listens to it. So I'm curious, man. Leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Let me know if y'all rocking with the kid like I'm rocking with the kid, because I'm a big fan of him. But let me know y'all thoughts. What y'all favorite song was. My personal favorite, my top 4. Just to run down my top 4. I'm gonna have to go Goodfellas at 1, Latex Gloves at 2, Been Through at 3, and I'll probably go Speshal Machinery at 4. So that's my top 4 personally. No. Let's swap out that last song. I want Unruly as my 4. So there you go. That's my top 4. Big fan of that joint. Let me know in the comments which ones y'all was fucking with, which ones y'all thought was a skip. And let me know what I should listen to next, man. Like, I'm always trying to listen to shit I ain't never heard before. I know it's a bunch of artists I need to tap in that I haven't tapped into. People been telling me to listen to Tyler, the Creator, for a minute. So I might go ahead and dive down that rabbit hole at some point just to see what his discography talking about, because I heard he got some classics and shit. So we'll see what comes up next. I want to dive into some old spitter joints too, so we'll see what's up. But that was it. That was the video. I appreciate y'all rocking with the kid, man. I know this joint kind of got long for such a short project, but I had a lot to say. This was a great joint. I'm definitely a fan of this. But you already know what to do. If you brand new here, man, click that sub button. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with the kid, tap in with the Catalog Talk community. If you've been here for a minute, man, click that like button, click that share button, click that what else we got? Click the notification bell. Click that bell so you don't miss a post. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know I'm kind of out of it. My allergies is whooping my ass, but I ain't want to go more than a week without posting a video, so I had to do this regardless. So that's it, man. That's all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all tapping in with the kid. Follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube, and until the next video, we out.